Hello guys, today with another video, British Fox here. Now, I am going to be trying some new things, like doing more editing, so as recommended by, surprisingly, Darkness 4 Gaming, which was really nice to see him on the channel. I thank him for his tips. I'm going to be trying to explain my turn plays a bit more than just saying turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. And I'm going to just try and do unique strategies, as that seems to have regarded me well, and I know you've enjoyed them. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Like, of course, to show you like it, of course. Then the subscribing so you get reminded of whenever it comes out, because I'm a bit frantic with my words, to put it frankly. And comment for either suggestions for deck lists, decks, or even other games I could try. Thank you, now let's get into the video. So I have been crafting a new deck, if it loads in a second. So once it loads in, if it did that. You may notice that one. Got both my America and Soviets to 50, so I've been decorating some of my decks with that. And it's this peculiar deck here at the bottom right. Now, I did go on Google Translate, so I can't fully trust it, but it should translate to Men of Steel or People of Steel. Now, sadly, kind of funnily enough, it does not use the card Men of Steel, even though that's a really good card that I'd love to get. Once it loads in. Bit of a lag to say. There we go. So 4/6 red, really good early game card for America. Got strafing, which I got today too. So that would be good for pinning units in the front line if we do encounter a blitz, for example. Using my Zukov, as Zukov is just such a good card. For example, draw a random Soviet infantry from your deck, it costs 3 less this turn. So, surprisingly, my luck has been getting a lot of. Normally, it would be 40-second rifles. I don't have them in the deck, but Cuban Cossacks, for example, which are really good at quick attacks. So, we also have Confusion. So, Confusion, good card if you're willing to just whittle down the numbers of the enemy rather than losing single units. And you combine it with Ural factories to bypass the return part of it. I should be in the beginning there. Ural factories to bypass the returning part of Confusion. That way it's fully within your possession. I have the sword for card draw, as within many of my decks I do have an issue of card draw. Works tonight, that way I get more card draw, extra card slot. Tractor factories, that way I get T-34s, special assignment, which pairs with the Iosef Stalin II. That's not got dash there, but imagine it would. Now the special ability of this tank here, which I did use my Soviet elite wildcard, but I think it's worth it, is the fact that if sent to hand, add a copy to your support line. Now if you were perceptive, you know, I was just going a bit too quick. I have free carrier cover within this deck for this very reason. That way, I can constantly get Iosef Stalins basically. So, at a max I could get 4 Iosef Stalins, even though you're supposed to only have 1. Which reminds me of this game I had, where I used Heroes of the Soviet Union, got myself Iosef Stalin, used it late game, and by enemy, used carry cover on him. So that's how I learned of the effect, which was really fun. We shall use our Men of Steel build in combat. Now I'm going to be skipping over this segment, so you'll probably hear me cut right about now. Welcome back, after hopefully shortcut. Literally shortcut, but... Okay, so, you may have noticed I've ranked up a bit again, so... I've been good at that. Okay, Siberian transfer is going to be good to keep in hand. We're going to keep the mobile defense, remove the second rifles, remove by the sword for now, keep bloody sickle, and wait for my enemy to pick his cards, as it should be within his mulligan phase. Okay, he deployed a annoying little card, but Greyhound's pretty common for American strategy, so for some decks I'd recommend using a Stoop 3. Stoop 3s are very good at countering these. Okay, so he's going full on blitz, which is exactly why we have the Chaika. Now we have 2 Ural factories, which means if he doesn't kill the Chaika, we're good. Okay, he's got supply chains. We may save Siberian transfer then. Actually, perfect answer would be the second rifles, countering the blitz strategy. Again, another reason why I have decent builds. +2 attack against units with blitz. Plus complete is Greyhound. Okay, yep, it's bringing another one through. Okay, so we bring out Siberian transfer. Then we're going to use your factories. We have the OT. We have our artillery gun. So Chaika and Ural factory pair very well together, because upon destruction it creates a new unit, the Ishak, which is a decent card which can take out at least 2 units normally. And then I also got myself the rare howitzer 1939 model. Now you see he's desperately going for defense at this rate. So we're going to bring out attack with this, use the howitzer for the offensive, then bring forward the OT. Now, you might not even need to use our Iosef Stalin. Strategic bombing, good play. Still, lost quite a bit of points there, and I should be on 5. Which means I can bring out the Marines and do big damage to the HQ. Now it would be good to bring out mobile defense. Okay, he's got a quarter. So that could only be played next turn. I am surprised he didn't blitz. Bring out the mobile defense. Use Bloody Sickle. That way he will be able to just kill it with outright damage alone. And that means that the random chance could potentially hit one of these newly spawned T-70s. Now we are going to add a 3/6 third to further negate the chance of it killing the OT-34. Okay, he's got Bloody Sickle, so he is going to kill us. Again, however, he's only got 3 HP. Even if he had, for example, enchantment, I would be safe. But we know his ally nation is the Soviets. It's always good to look out for the ally nation, as you know what strategies they could be using, like discard or pin. For example, Japanese and Brits tend to be pin decks. He's still not gonna win in the end, but you know, you could say he tried. And victory is ours. Now, I take a little run through it. I may do another little run through at the end of the video, just to make sure you get to see it. But that is the deck in action. Now, it does have some elites, so it's going to be hard to reproduce, but still a fun little deck if you can get it. And okay, we are fighting against Frost. Using the count as an underscore NF. What it stands for. So, favorite little card, Zukov in hand. Bring out the Zukov, and we have the second rifles. Already got a quick defense game, which means he can't blitz me. Again, Zukov would be good for getting the second rifles within your deck if you reproduce this, and that way deflecting any quick attacks from, let's say, Japan, which is a pain to deal with. Blitz strategies can be countered with the Bloody Sickle. Another reason why it's in the deck, for just quick damage. So I hope to get the Sickle here, otherwise we're actually going to be using Euro factories. That way we get a 4 cost by turn 2. Now this does double damage against tanks. Now we could use carrier cover to just send the naval brigade back, but I think it's worth sacrificing the 4/6 third. Naval brigades are an interesting unit due to its weakness, susceptible to being taken out by a welcome giant, alongside what else? Blade sickle. Now we are going to keep this unit back, and we're actually just going to wait for this turn. We're going to be using the first rifle soon enough, and then we're going to advance the front line with all 3. Hoping that by attacking the HQ with force of 3, we will do an extra piece of damage to naval brigade due to its ability. Combined arms. Good play. Okay, we have a new priority. Actually, we could play carrier cover. Play this. That way saving ourselves from this quick blitz. Could still possibly get another 2 damage, but that's if he decides to. He's using his Chica on us. Yeah, he's got a very damage heavy build. He even got a pincer with that. We'll show how he's going on a desperate offensive here, so we're going to use the first rifles to counter this. And we can bring out the 7th Regiment soon enough. He's got Kachushka, which could potentially kill my... Yep, okay, he's killed him. That's a bit annoying. Now he's using Bloody Sickle. Probably just for cardboard purposes. So, we're going to bring out the Chica, put it onto defense, then bring out the 7th Regiment. Now, our plan is to maintain our Ura, use it with the Chica to kill the Kachushka. That way, allowing us to negate the artillery, which he's probably going to use. And then he's going to blitz it down to the front line, and likely between one of these 2. Which is a smart play, honestly. Because now, once that unit destroyed, and then he's going to attack with this, then we're going to bring the pants down, aren't you? That is some smart play. I did not expect that. Yeah, he did really well though, honestly. Oh, strategy broke the Russians, sadly. Unless he spares us for a turn, which is very unlikely. He still has all this artillery. And then there's also the Ishak. So, unless we got another guard unit... Yeah, he's encirclement. Well... We are prone to the blitz strategies. That's our main goal, or idea, is using the Iosef Stalin at the end. Bit of a warning for this deck, but... That's the cost you have to do for the strategy. Well, I almost thought that said Wookiee there. I was going to make a joke about how I should let the Wookiee win, but this person shall not win. An entirely starting hand, which is not really needed at the moment. We're going to move the first rifles, going to keep the Iosef Stalin II on. Bring out the 4/6 third. Bring it forward, probably use the Blade Sickle next turn if it pops up. Yeah, hands are 2A. It's actually technically strategic to wait in the back line, that way he wastes more credits if he wants to go on the offensive. And if he doesn't go on the offensive, Oh, good play. Still a problem with a Cuban. And we shall use mobile defense alongside the Cuban next turn to strike at the base and the new troops. He could have Reichsbank, which would be good for a ramp, and allow him to use later game units like, let's say, Tiger. Okay, so considering the circumstances, it's best if we be credit efficient here. Use first rifles. Gonna keep this in the back line for now, and keep a bloody sickle at hand. That way we can either he attacks first rifles, killing tank once we Flampanzer. Okay, good use of vehicles. Luckily, purple defense did not get deployed there. But this Shudai has Eagle Strikers or Eagle Claws? Eagle Claws, yeah, Eagle Claws. In his deck, which is scary to know of. We use purple defense, then move forward the first rifles. That way you can't get the attack buff. Now he potentially has another Eagle Claws, but he's still going to lose the unit at this race. Now, we are hoping that Euro factories, that way we can steal his combat engineers and take it for our own. Back up over 1 point less. I don't know why he exposed the units in the end. Because I'd be going for a defensive unit, but it'll be interesting to see his play. I think he realizes he's not going to be able to get through T70s this easily. Yeah, it's lost his verbal wind. Very good German card, by the way. Okay. I do not know what to say about this person. Whether they are insane, or just thinking on a whole other level, like some 4D checks. We'll get some damage in. Gonna be losing this unit soon enough. Should have actually used it against the 10th, 9th engineers. That 109th engineers. But I seriously don't know why he did that for the offensive move. Our last hurrah. Actually, that would be a fitting name for the video. Last hurrah for the season, as I believe we are nearing the season's end. I wonder if we can make it to lieutenants one last time. Okay, so he's going for a play that way. He gets card draw. He's exposing himself, and he has very weak units. Should play Workshinite here. That way we get more cards. And bring out the force third. Now, if he attacks it, we can go for your factories to make sure it lives on. Okay, Flampanzer, good use. Actually, may be overwhelmed by a blitzkrieg in a second, which is kind of scary. Just a couple more turns. Yeah, he's going for an all-out blitz. Card for the moment would probably be strafing, but it does not seem we're going to get lucky here with strafing. So we're going to ensure our factories hope to get a decent unit. I wouldn't say decent, but at least it can still take a hit. Okay, which is this play? Stacking base, makes sense. Makes lots of sense. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Oh. Okay, stack the base again. He's got another one. Okay, I think we may have to use carry cover as a desperate last resort. Which is a bit sad, but we can still fight them off. But yeah, this German blitz strategy was done well. Yeah, he's got the Hellcat. Hellcats are really good American cards if you can for blitz builds. Well, congratulations. That's me there. Still techs need to be ironed out. And we've reached 10 gold, allowing us to buy a pack. Actually, that's not the right area to go into. Sorry about that. I have to wait for this to load in and then get out. But let us open a pack for final day of the season again, I assume. Little glitch there, how it says you get 2 packs, which you do. But you know, let's open it and see what we get. Standard, 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 limited. Okay. Pretty plain one, but their superiority is pretty good. Gecko I've never really used. This is good if you're going for blitz build. Reichsbank, really good. And really good if you're going for blitz build. Again, I said really good a lot there, but all cards are technically good. You just need to know the synergies. If you know the synergies, you can create a deck which nobody sees. You get the best card of all, well, element in this case, surprise. So, I think that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. As said early on, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. YouTube loves people saying that. Helps get into the algorithm, I believe so, yeah. But please do anyway. And bye for now, and most importantly, have fun.